Yo, Bomb, why are you into that Countryball stuff or whatever you're into? Because... Nah. You're cooked, little bro. You're cooked. No. We all had different types of weird kids in school. We had emos, we had bronies, we had cult leaders, we had weebs, we had Countryball kids. Cool, that was what I was, a Countryball kid. Being a Countryball kid had its good and bad. Mostly bad. From getting ganged up on by so many people to literally nearly starting a fight over country balls. Yeah, I don't think it was a pleasant time. So it all started one day at lunchtime. I've been in my Countryball phase for like 3 months now, and I wanted to make some new friends. So I go up to a group of kids, and then they just end up running off like they just seen an alien or something. Like, I don't even understand it. They were like twice my size, and they were just run off like I was some alien or something. And then I eventually catch up to them, and then they just end up making fun of me and just ganging up on me, calling me a bunch of names. Like, one kid was just calling me a bunch of names and just flipping me off. So I knew I had to fire back. So I insulted him by using Countryball names like Soviet Union Ball, Nazi Balls, or Nazi Germany Ball, or whatever. Okay, I know it sounds sus and everything, but it was not what you guys think, okay? I would not do that. Now, the guy was somehow offended by that, so he was just asking for a fight. He was like, fight me, fight me, fight me! So I remember trying like to slap him out of anger, but I must have missed or something, or I just like, I don't know. And then he just ended up calling me a weeko, and then like, you know, it just kind of escalated somehow. I just don't remember it. But I remember that a teacher came in, and they were just like, what is going on here? And then I remember like the guy was just basically trying to cry victim, saying, oh, he was calling me names. Buddy, you were offended by the type of names I was saying? The things that you said to me, they were like completely harsh. They were like actually hurting me. And now you're crying over me just saying, Soviet Union ball, Nazi. Are you that serious? Are you that sensitive that you just get offended by that name? When you can literally just like scream a bunch of names, a bunch of hurtful things at someone. Like, man, just stop crying victim. You brought this on yourself. And then he just goes, boy, he was bullying me. Yeah, bullies, they just like playing the victim when someone fights back, and it's really sad. And 90% of the time, the person that fights back, they get in more trouble than the bullies do. But luckily, this school actually did care and actually punished the bullies. But this is where it gets funny. I remember one of the bullies walked into my class, and I said, you were calling me names. And he said, but you call me Francis Ball. Wait, what? Like, I didn't even call you that. I don't even know how they came up with that. But that was like the funniest shit ever. And yeah, one time ago, they just ended up picking on me again. And after that, I never really saw them again. To that bully out there, hi, I guess. I hope you enjoy being in the video, I guess. I don't know what to say to you. I mean, I guess I hope you recover from what I said to you, since it was that very harsh that you wanted to start a fight over it. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. But there's another story that was actually insane. So there was this one time where I had a major enemy. Let's just call him Joey. Probably my nemesis at that point, like my worst enemy. But I remember me and him had like internet beef, and I remember us arguing or something. So then I remember going onto his stream and then raiding his stream with Countryball bots. Like, there was like so many comments like from Countryballs just saying, I hate you, Joy. I hate you, Joy. I hate you, Joy. I hate you, Joy. I remember him just like getting pissed about it. And then he said, yo, mods, if you see like any Countryball bots in the chat, you should just gently ban them, okay? Yeah, back then I had so much internet beef with others, but I mean, I was a dumbass 11-year-old. Imagine streaming on YouTube, and then you just get raided by literal Countryball bots in like the comment section. It must be a very weird and funny and scary situation at the same time. But I also remember like bombing his comment section with like these bots. Like, he would make videos as well, and then there'd be just like 20 comments from Countryball bots. You suck, Joy. I hate you. You're so annoying. I remember I hated that guy so much. But those times were just insane. But I mean, he ended up trying to dox me too for trying to have peace. Yeah, I was actually afraid of Joey back then because, I mean, he was the biggest menace I've ever met. He was literally trying to dox me for no reason. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. He's probably built a cult of burning Amazon Countryball plushies after that incident. I actually do have some of these plushies, by the way. I just mention this now because I just love swinging them. It's just so fun. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? So now let's just do a small recap. We went through everything, getting ganged up on and fighting an enemy with some Countryball bots. But this is not like the end of everything. I remember making drawings of country balls fighting. I remember talking about this in a previous video, but there's a few things I left out. In that class, people knew me for countries. I was literally called the country kid because I would yap about countries, which seemed like a good thing because people knew I was smart. So they fucking used me. I was told to do this and that, and if I was in any situation, like I got into a fight with somebody, or that time where I was making country ball drawings of like armies and stuff, and like the teachers were getting mad about it, they never really took my side about it. They just like kind of like, you know, were on like the other people's side. And some of this lasted like a few years. Like we were gonna go on a school tour recently to like a local restaurant. Of all places we could have went, the school tour was a local restaurant. And I said that I was going to stay off on that day. And then this one girl who I thought was my friend, she basically just said, "Oh, Timmy, I heard like you don't want to go." And I said, "Who told you that?" "Sorry, can't say." Like, what the hell? Like, I don't understand people. People can just be like fake as fuck, and I'm actually sick of it. Anyways, back on topic. Like, when I was doing the country ball drawings, like, most people were just like on the teacher's side, and most people like weren't with me, and they just kind of like switched up on me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna show the teachers your drawings because like this is very bad and evil and everything." Like, that just made no sense at all. But like the teacher like was just weirded out with all of these country ball drawings, and I mean it made sense because the country ball drawings were like literal entire armies literally killing people in the school and stuff, killing my bullies and stuff. And I mean, at one point, I was literally like writing something on a page, and the teacher just noticed this, and she just expected the worst. So she just snatched it off me, and then she like just walks up to the entire class, and she just walks up to the front, and then she's like, "Whatever you write is my business." And she just rips it up. She didn't even read it. She didn't even look at the contents of it. If it's your business, like, then read the content of it and tell me what you think instead of ripping it off. You don't know what it is if you're just gonna rip it up. Like, how are you meant to know what the business is if you just rip it up? It does not make logical sense here. And it was literally in front of the entire class, which made the situation even worse. I couldn't really see, but I'm pretty sure everyone was just literally staring at me at that point. But I mean, it made sense why she ripped it off, because she probably thought it was me like run her over with a lawnmower. Yeah, let's lawnmower the teacher. And Germany Ball is just like enjoying the scene or something like that. I mean, I was making country ball drawings where like some students in my class were like getting murdered and stuff. And I mean, I'm not sure if there was like anything with the teacher, but I'm pretty sure there was like ones involving the teacher. So it made sense. The worst part about it was that it wasn't even like a country ball drawing. The page was literally just a list of my friends, because back then I kind of felt like a lot of people were just against me. Actually, has anyone ever made a drawing where like they like killed someone in their school, or had like a country ball face and drew country balls in school? Let me know in the comments, because I love hearing your stories. Back then I had like a huge villain arc in school, like involving literal country balls. But hey, if you want to know the whole story, check out this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good one, and I'm gonna pull a potato gun and